How do you get women or a woman excited about you, wanting you, and even chasing you? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a sneaky but simple flirting technique that builds massive attraction in just seconds and seriously tempts a woman into chasing you. So, it doesn't matter if you're her type or not. When you use this technique correctly during a conversation, she'll instantly feel more attraction for you and see you as a guy that she wants to be with. So, if you're tired of working hard to make women like you and are ready to turn the tables on her and get her to pursue you, then pay attention and keep watching. I'm Mary Joanna, and from here on out, I'm going to be your very own personal wing girl. On this channel, I will give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. Just hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss out on a video. So, what builds massive attraction? I'll tell you what does. Building massive attraction in a woman is when you start getting intimate with her, and she can't feel that you're excited, if you know what I mean. Now, I want to explain what prompted me to make this video. It was a question I got from a subscriber of this channel. His name is Andrew, and he reached out to me saying, "Mary, I've been watching a lot of your YouTube videos and it's been helping. I've gotten into the habit of meeting and talking to women I find attractive, and I'm no longer scared to start a conversation, so thank you for that. But the problem is, for me now, is that I'm unable to escalate things towards dates or anything physical. I'll have a good conversation, I'll get a phone number, and then the woman won't be responsive over text, or she'll just ghost me. So how do I prevent this from happening? Thanks in advance for your help. Really appreciate your work. Andrew." All right, first things first. I appreciate you, Andrew, for taking action on the things that you're learning on this channel, and I hope you watching do exactly the same thing. There are so many guys who will consume this content, but then they won't do anything with it. So I give credit to you. Secondly, and this is for everyone watching, your problem, Andrew, is very common among guys today. You're talking to a woman that you're interested in, you're having nice conversations, maybe even getting her phone number, but you're finding it difficult to get her out on a date or escalate things towards anything sexual. So what's going wrong? What's going on here? Well, 9 out of 10 times, this happens because the women you're talking to aren't assigning enough value to being with you. They might see you as a nice and fun guy to talk to, that's why you're getting their numbers, but it's not enough for her to make herself available to use, to want to see you for more. Because if she sees a lot of value in being with you, she'll be responsive and make herself available to go on dates and make it easy for you to move things forward sexually. That's how women who are into you respond. I know this is a tough pill to swallow, but bear with me because I'm going to help you solve this problem. Over the last 2 decades, I have coached thousands of guys, and I've seen this pattern over and over and over again. After having seen this pattern so many times, here's what I can tell you. The biggest reason why women aren't assigning enough value to being with you is typically because you're trying a little too hard in your interactions. Maybe you're trying a little too much to make her laugh or build rapport or impress her in some way. Maybe you're being too nice and agreeable, or you're a little bit too nervous and she can see it. Well, sometimes nervous is good, but whatever it is, you might be doing something that's clearly telling her that she is the prize. And this is not a good position to be in. Why? Because if a woman clearly feels like she's the prize, it means that you're not the prize, right? I mean, you can't both be the prize, right? So why should she be excited about you? Why should she put in the effort? That is the real problem here. So what's the solution? It's simple. You need to establish yourself as the prize. When you're talking to women, you need to position yourself as a high-value guy in her eyes. There are lots of ways to do this. Showing a high degree of confidence is one. Being playful and flirty is another. Being a risk-taker, showing leadership qualities, ambition, and social intelligence. These are all traits that, when displayed, will show that you are a high-value guy. But I want to give you something very specific that will elevate your value with any woman that you talk to. It's a technique that I call reframed flirting. So here's how it works. Next time that you are in conversation with a woman that you like, instead of just trying to get her to like you, right? I want you to assume attraction first. So she already likes you. You flip the script, you reframe your dynamic, and playfully accuse her of trying to seduce you, trying to sleep with you, or falling in love with you. In other words, you act like she's the one who's chasing and lusting after you. So for example, let's say you're telling her about something that you like. Let's say you're telling her that your favorite movie is The Dark Knight. If she goes, "Oh my God, I love that movie so much," or just tells you she really likes it too, you could say to her, "Okay, bear with me. Yes, it's a total kick-ass movie, but wait a minute. Do you actually like it? Or are you just saying that to win me over?" Because you do have a little bit of a player girl vibe. Here's another example. Say the woman that you're talking to has a very sweet and friendly vibe, and you say, "You're like a really sweet woman. I really like your vibe, but hey, that doesn't mean I'm gonna sleep with you, okay? It's not that easy. And I believe in sex after marriage." So there's a joke. Here's another one. Say the woman you're with is really confident and talkative. A few minutes into the conversation, you could say to her something like, "I'm actually impressed. Normally, women like you are intimidated by my charm and overall sexiness, but you're holding it together really well. It's all about delivery." The whole mindset behind this technique is that you're the prize for her. You're assuming the role of the prize. You're assuming attraction you're assuming that she's the one chasing you and wanting to be with you. When done right, this technique is going to achieve two goals for you. First, it will elevate your value in her eyes. If she's an attractive woman, she's used to being chased after and hit on by guys. Having the confidence to put her in the place of the pursuer will immediately set you apart. She'll know that you're not just another guy dying to get in her pants. Secondly, this will open the door to more flirting and more banter that will significantly amplify her attraction toward you. The only caveat is, do not overdo it. Doing it like 2 times in any interaction is enough to flip this script. If all you do is accuse her of trying to sleep with you, then it gets boring and it gets kind of pathetic. You want to have other flirting tactics to play around with that keep the conversation fun and build up your value in her eyes. Now, let's break down something that's going to completely change how you approach women. It's a formula developed by relationship gurus Marnie Kinrys and Marissa over the years of coaching guys just like you, and it's called the F formula. So, what is it? Well, simply put, the F formula is your go-to guide for turning your interactions with women from basic small talk into something flirtatious, fun, and sexual, all while keeping her hooked and wanting more. This isn't some cookie-cutter advice that's just about throwing out compliments or hoping for the best. No. This is about mastering the art of attraction and showing her exactly why you're the kind of guy she can't stop thinking about. So, let me break it down for you step by step. Step 1, fun. Start with a playful vibe. The first thing you need to do is shift the whole energy of the conversation. Most guys start conversations with women all serious, trying to impress, maybe talking about boring stuff like work or the weather. Don't do that. Women already get bombarded with boring, stiff conversations every day, so you've got to stand out. You want to start with fun. How? By being playful. Take something she says and turn it into a lighthearted challenge, or tease her in a non-offensive way. If she says she loves cats, you could be like, "Oh, so you're a cat person? Yeah, I bet you can't even handle a dog." Cats are like the lazy version of pets, right? It's not about being mean. It's about creating fun tension. The goal here is to set the tone for the interaction. You want her to think, this guy is different. He's not trying to impress me, he's trying to have fun with me. Step 2, flirty. Let her know you're interested, without saying it. Now that you've got the fun vibe going, it's time to layer in the flirty part. This is where you show her that you're actually interested in her, but without coming off desperate or obvious about it. The key here is subtlety. You can start by using playful body language, like maintaining good posture, holding eye contact, and giving her a cheeky smile. But don't overdo it. It's about creating that little spark of intrigue. For example, if she mentions her weekend plans, you could say, "You're probably going to have a blast. But honestly, I don't know how anyone could compete with a Saturday night with me." It's flirty, but not too direct, and it keeps things light. What you're doing here is making her feel like you're interested, but you're not needy. There's a big difference, and it's that difference that will have her wanting more of you. Step 3, flirty plus sexual. The final push. Okay, now, here's where we take it to the next level. This is when you mix in a bit of sexual tension, but you've got to do it right. I'm talking about showing her that you're not just some nice guy who wants to be friends, No, you're someone who she can feel attraction for, but you have to do it carefully, because if you rush this, she's gonna feel uncomfortable and shut down. This could be something simple like, after a joke or a tease, you give her a confident, playful wink, or you say something like, "If I were you, I'd be trying to get on my good side right now." This adds that little bit of flirtatious sexual tension without crossing the line. Now, you're not being overtly sexual, but you're planting that seed. You're making her wonder, is there more to this guy than meets the eye? That's the magic of the flirty plus sexual part. You're creating a mental picture that says, I could be fun, but I could also be exactly what you need. And she's gonna wanna find out. Step 4, close the loop. Keep her wanting more. So now you've established that you're fun, flirty, and a bit sexual, but here's where a lot of guys go wrong. They think they need to seal the deal right away. But here's the thing. The F formula isn't about rushing things or being impatient. It's about creating a dynamic where she feels a growing desire for you to take things further. So don't push for a date or try to escalate things too fast. Instead, keep her intrigued. End the conversation before it's over. Leave her wanting more. A good way to do this is by dropping a comment like, "It was great talking to you. I'll see you around." Or, "Maybe I won't," and walk away. This creates curiosity. You've left her with an emotional hook, and she'll be wondering what comes next. You're not giving her everything, but you've given her enough to keep thinking about you long after the conversation ends. The F formula isn't about hard techniques, memorizing scripts, or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about flipping the script on how women perceive you. It's about making her feel excited about the possibility of being with you without putting any pressure on her. You're not just showing up as a guy she can talk to, you're showing up as a guy who she could potentially fall for, and that's incredibly powerful. So, if you're ready to start implementing the F formula, remember this: fun first, flirt next, sprinkle in a bit of sexual tension, and leave her wanting more. If you do this right, she's not going to be able to get you out of her mind. And I'll put the F formula on the description below if you want to learn more deeper. So I hope that was helpful for you, Andrew, and all of you watching today. You now have a tool that you can use to boost your value and really capture her attention. So make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Leave your questions below in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them in future videos.